This is NPR News for the top of the hour. I'm Gabriel Newman. Tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran escalated today when the Iranian frigate Damavand and the Saudi frigate Dammam exchanged fire in the Persian Gulf. Although unconfirmed, it is believed that 5 Iranian and 6 Saudi sailors were killed in the fighting. Additionally, it is reported that the Saudi government is reportedly furious, blaming Iran for the conflict and has threatened to blockade Iran as a result of the fighting. The Iranian government, in turn, has denied firing first and has claimed that it was the Saudis who fired first. President Victoria Maris has yet to make a comment on the matter, but it is believed that she will make an announcement later on tonight. The death toll has rose to 20 following yesterday's multi-car pileup on Interstate 10 in Arizona. Although an investigation is still ongoing in regards to the accident, reports suggest that a sudden dust storm in the area was the cause of the accident. The Arizona Department of Transportation today claimed that due to the suddenness of the storm, any actions to close I-10 were impossible and that they were not responsible for the tragedy in any way. An EF4 tornado that tore through the town of Emporia, Kansas yesterday is believed responsible for the deaths of 16 people, with hundreds injured. Current estimates place the damages in the millions, and the death toll is expected to rise as rescuers continue to pick through the rubble of the city of 25,000 people. More than 60,000 people are predicted to pack CenturyLink Field in Seattle today for tonight's friendly between the United States and the 2020 UEFA Euro champions, England. While most pundits suggest that England should comfortably win, recent upsets by the United States against teams like Italy and France this year have placed those predictions into doubt and have raised the optimism of American soccer fans. For more information on news like this and more, stay tuned to NPR for further news and updates to this story, or go to www.npr.com.
This is NPR.
This is Nebraska Public Radio. I'm Caleb Lewis. It's currently just after the top of the hour here in Alliance, so we're now set to begin our hour-long classical music discussion here on NPR. Beginning with our musical discussion is a song most people have probably heard at some point or another. Most famously used in the 2009 movie Knowing, we have the second movement of Beethoven's Seventh Symphony.
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KTNE. We will continue to serve the Alliance area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Alliance area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is KTNE. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Alliance area. If you are not in the Alliance area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for.
Please stand by for a message from a representative of the President.
My fellow Americans, I come to you today representing President Maris, who is being transported to an undisclosed location as of this moment. It is then with a heavy heart that I inform you that at 4:04 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a nuclear weapon was accidentally detonated just outside the city of Sydney, Nebraska. As of now, the death toll is unknown, nor is the scope of the damage, but due to the ruralness of the area, we expect the death toll to be far less than had it been in one that was not. Regardless, we expect there to be many casualties. My fellow Americans, I had hoped that this day would not come. Throughout the Cold War and the years up to this moment, we had come close many times, and yet the detonation of a nuclear weapon on American soil outside of testing never did occur. Perhaps it is more tragic that we've done it to ourselves. My heart, and hopefully most hearts in America, should bleed for the people of Sydney. To the people of Sydney, I say that your government recognizes your peril. What you have gone through is more or less the worst thing one can go through. Many of you have, in the past 5 minutes, had to undergo the loss of your property, your livelihood, and most importantly, the loss of your families. While I cannot personally say I have lost anything from this tragedy, know that I share your grief. You will not be forgotten. Stay strong, for the whole nation and the world is with you. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
That was a message from a representative of the President. We will now return to the emergency alert system.
This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. All normal. The following message is requested at the request of the Governor of Nebraska. At 4:04 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a nuclear device was accidentally detonated just outside the city of Sydney. At this time, radioactive particles jettisoned from the explosion are likely to begin falling in the surrounding area. All citizens within a 50-mile radius of the Sydney area are required to shelter in place immediately. If you or your family is outside, immediately enter the closest building and shelter in place. Remain calm. To shelter in place, close all doors and windows. Turn off all heating, ventilation, and and air conditioning systems, and close fireplaces. Seal cracks around doors and windows with tape or wet towels. It is also recommended that you seek the lowest part of your home to avoid radioactive fallout that may get through despite these procedures. Wait for an all-clear signal before leaving your shelter, or, if no all-clear has been announced, wait 14 days before leaving your shelter. Do not attempt to evacuate the area if you are within the 50-mile zone. Doing so drastically increases your exposure to radioactive fallout. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear explosions and can spread for hundreds of miles. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in death. Repeating, due to the nuclear explosion in Sydney, Nebraska, the governor of Nebraska has ordered that all citizens within a 50-mile radius of Sydney shelter in place immediately. Tune to 1610 AM for further information about this incident, and for further instructions on how to protect yourself from radioactive fallout. This station will now cease programming until further notice. For more information on the ongoing situation, tune to 1610 AM for further instructions. This station will now cease programming until further notice.
Hey, we got a live one over here.